This is the 8-Bit Beast and welcome to my any percent speedrun tutorial for Macbat 64. Today we'll be covering the Switch version, which is quite different to the PC version, so just be aware of that if you're going to run this game. The Switch version is quite a bit faster, Macbat moves a lot faster, and also there's a couple of glitches that are Switch exclusive. There is one level that's slower on Switch, and that's the racing level, and that's because you've got a less tight turning circle on that level. Now, just before we get stuck into this, I want to mention another any percent tutorial by Kefka14. This tutorial is actually really good, especially since Kefka shows off a lot of backup strategies and everything. So this is not meant to obsolete that tutorial. I'd highly recommend you go and watch it, especially if you're starting out with this game. The reason I'm making this one is to go over some of the more movement strategies that I've figured out since the tutorial and some stuff that wasn't in that original tutorial, but I kind of found out about when running this game. So if you're considering running this game at a higher level, I'd recommend watching both these tutorials just so you can hear a couple of different perspectives on it. I'm recording this straight after getting an 840, which I'm pretty happy with. That'll be record as of right now, but who knows when you're watching this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is actually the controller setup for Switch. So Switch lets you remap controller buttons. So this is the setup that I'm using for Macbat, and we'll talk a little bit about why as all the tricks come up. But essentially what I've done is I've mapped ZL to be the home button, ZR to be the ZL button. I've mapped L to be the start button, so you can skip cutscenes without having to awkwardly press this little button here. I've mapped R to be the A button, and the A button lets you fall quickly from flight. So rather than trying to fly with B, where is it? Fly with B and descend with A, you fly with B and descend with R. So that's very convenient to try and do it like that. The last thing that I've done is I've mapped X to the B button, and that just helps me personally mash. So if I'm mashing through a menu, rather than trying to mash B, 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 I'm mashing B, X, B, X, B, X, B, X, B, X, and it's actually really fast to mash like that. If you're going to use this mashing setup, just be aware that you do have to let go of the B button before you hit the X button. And one of the bits where you can see the mashing in action is actually in this water level here. So if you grab this, you want to mash the button as fast as you can. We'll get to this when we go through the actual run itself, but you'll see how fast I'm able to mash with this strategy. It's quite a bit faster than just trying to mash a single button, and I'm pretty bad at mashing, so it helps out a lot. The other bit where mashing will come in useful is selecting a level. So if you're selecting a level, for example, you can just mash those two buttons to get into it very, very fast rather than trying to time it or mash a single button. Now then, the first thing I want to talk about is just general movement strategies in this game, and if you're testing out movement, a really good place to do it is Tubular City. In fact, you can actually get out of bounds into this grid area over here just by going in and out of the home menu by jumping on the edge. Conveniently, we've got that home button on the L, so it's really easy to press it. So you can see we're out of bounds now. The reason I really like this area is because of the grid lines here. You can actually test various different movement strategies and see what's faster versus not faster. For example, in the PC version of this game, it's actually faster to run on a diagonal rather than straight, but in all my testing, it seems like that might not be faster on the Switch version. It seems pretty much the same. So in terms of actual movement, there's nothing faster than just going in a straight line running forward, so no weird shenanigans with this here. Flying seems to be exactly the same speed as running, and I did that with a big test using these grid lines to help out and everything like that. In terms of the movement arsenal, you've got flying, so you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flaps, and that's it, unless you've 100% of the game and you have infinite flight. If you do have infinite flight, you're not allowed to use that in an any percent run, so you'll have to clear off your save data there. The other thing you have access to is a fast fall, which is usually on A on Switch, but I personally map it to R1 there. So you can just fast fall by pressing that R button or A button and you'll fall down very, very, very quickly like that. But the fast fall is a little bit more intricate than that, and this is actually the reason I want to make this tutorial. I'm not sure if it wasn't in the last tutorial or if I just missed it or whatever, but you can actually fly higher by holding the fast fall button. It's really counterintuitive. So if I try and fly really high up on this building, you'll probably see I get to the top of that second window, but if I hold the fast fall button and I just tap, I get up to the top of the third window, so it's a pretty big difference. To my understanding, the reason this works is because the fast fall button just accelerates your vertical speed no matter what it is. So if you happen to be going up, then you're going to be going up faster. So just keep that in mind whenever you want to be using it. In fact, when we get to this in the run, Tubular City has a really good application of this. You're supposed to fly from this cube up to that upper cube up there, and if you do it with the normal flight, it takes you a really long time. But if you hold the R1 button or the A button and you fly, you just get up there basically immediately. So these cubes are a really good bit to practice your fast falling on, because you want to fast fall down to that coin there, for example, and then just practice and play around with that a little bit. In fact, another really good application of this fast flying is in the beginner's bar, literally the first movement you do in the game. When I was first running this, I was flying up to this barrel like that to get the coin, and it was really slow, and I couldn't figure out why I was losing time to record. But if you're holding the fast fall button while you fly, you just immediately jump up there and go through. Now, the other bit of movement tech, I guess, is to do with cutscenes. So, particularly with opening this book, and this is something that I missed when first running this game. So you saw when we exit a level, the book opens. Now, the opening cutscene sort of looks something like that, and it happens every time you finish a level or you need to select your next level. But you can actually skip this book opening cutscene. I'll sort of show you what that looks like at the end of a level. So we'll just exit this as if we finished a level. You want to hold the A button as you're exiting the level, and you'll notice the book's actually closing instead of opening. And then you want to press the B button. So basically, what it will look like whenever you finish a level is you'll hold the A button, and as soon as you see the book swap to B. And that skips the whole opening animation. It saves you about a second each level, which is pretty big. That's like 10 seconds over the whole run. The other thing worth mentioning is cutscene skipping. So if we go through this, you have to press start to skip both cutscenes, which I have mapped to L there. You can literally just hold it when you come in. So 1, 2, and then let go. If you do keep holding the start button, you'll actually come into the level pause. So make sure you're avoiding that. The other type of level intros involve you having to hold the B button to get into it. So for this one, for example, you literally just hold B and that skips the entire little intro thing on the level there. Alright, so that's the basic movement tech for Switch out of the way. Now we're going to get stuck into the run. Run timing will start when you click the button to enter beginner's bar. You just want to click that and hold the start button until you see 1, 2. Now, a lot of people find it tricky to see that cutscene because both cutscenes start with A. But the second cutscene, you can actually see some water, and that's how I know when to stop holding the button, when I see the water there. One thing that I will mention about my splits here is you'll notice that I've got a plus and a plus in front of beginner's bar. That means there's 2 cutscenes to skip there. Similarly, Strangely Familiar Jungle has a plus at the end, so I'd recommend doing that to your own splits, especially if you're starting out running this game. Makes it a little bit easier to tell when there's going to be a cutscene versus not a cutscene. The other thing that I've done on my splits is I've just labeled each level with how many pages you have to turn to get there. So for example, with that beach level, you have to turn 1 page to get there, and it helps you not go into the wrong level. Because when you go out to the book, it doesn't start you on the level you're up to, it just starts you on the front page of the book, which is kind of weird. Anyway, we start beginner's bar by just going in here and holding the start button until you see the water. Hold the A or R button so that you've got fast falling, and you just go like mash the button until you hit that coin. You want to fly out over that coin there and then go through this door. Then pretty much you want to get on here. I would jump onto it and hold the A button so that you're on it, and try and hit like this corner just so you're moving a little bit less to get there. You want to run up left on it until you basically see the yellow bit there go over the edge. So when you see the yellow bit touch the edge, that's basically when you can stop, and you'll see it keeps opening. So pretty much once it's open, you want to do 1, 2 jumps up there, but don't hold the R button yet. You basically want to have it open 1, 2 full fast fall. Then when you're into this level, you basically just want to fly over the camera, and it's going to be a lot quicker to fly around the camera rather than walking around the camera to make it dizzy. So basically you'll fall through here, and then you'll fly over it, and you'll wait till you see the camera rotate uppy downy rather than lefty righty, and that means that you've got it. Once you've seen that, you can fly over here, fast fall down. I like to see myself hit the water to know my fly's reset, but when you see that, just fly over this fish dude, fly over that coin, and get over the pipe here and fast fall down. Once you're in that pipe, you want to hold down right, and then up left, and then fast fall down here, and then you hold start to finish the level there. It's a really intense level there, lots of stuff going on. Just a little thing in terms of splitting. I split when I see the water stop moving here, which happens about Now, that's a really good place to split. I find it hard to split when the actual green world completed thing comes up, because more often than not, you're doing movement leading right up to that. And I find it like bad speedrun practice for myself if I'm trying to split as I'm doing movement. In most levels, the world completed thing sort of goes away right before the level fades out, and that's where I would split on most levels. But in that first level, everything just stops moving, but the world completed thing stays up. Alright, I'll just do a full run through a beginner's bar, just showing you what that would look like. Mash, fly over to this coin, go down, up here, hit the left, wait till the yellow thing touches it, fall down with fast fall, rotate this camera. That camera rotation was very bad there. Hit the water, get the coin, drop down right, hold up left, fast fall, and then hold pause when you hit that. Really important that you're holding that start button as soon as you hit that, but not before, otherwise you'll accidentally pause the game. Now this cutscene here, unfortunately, is unskippable. I'd personally be splitting when I see that water stop moving, but I'm holding the B button, ready for the book to close. As soon as I see the book, you press the A button and mash into Birdie Beach. Here's our next level. So to start this level, you want to hold the A button so that you don't see that cutscene at the start. And if you hold the A button, Macbat will do a little jump over here. Now there's a couple different routes through this level. The previous record did go through the boxes here. But the way that I normally do it with this level is I jump off the boat this way and sort of go around this side of the boxes. Now I'm going to do a clip here that's similar to that clip we did in Tubular City before. So what I want to do is jump and hit the home button as I'm going towards the edge of that. Because normally the wind would blow you back, but if you hit the home button at the right time, you get out of bounds here and you fall down. Then you just want to fly up through here and you want to get under this pillar. And then basically what you'll do once you're under here is hold the fast fall button and mash the A button as fast as you can. Now, normally when I'd split here is when the world completed thing goes away. Sort of like that is where I would split. Otherwise it's too hard to split while you're trying to play the game. Alright, so I'll show you another run through a Birdie Beach. You want to hold the B button as you're coming in. Macbat will jump. You go here, go a little bit forward, try and get a clip here. We got it. Fast fall down. I try and float on top of the water and then fly up through there, something like that. So the out of bounds navigation is a little bit to get used to. Once you're used to it, it's not bad at all. The hardest part is definitely getting the clip. So basically, hold the B button, jump, walk a little bit forward till you're about aligned with, well, the Kiwi statue there pretty much. Jump out and use Macbat's shadow to kind of judge. It needs to be sort of around here to clip out. Depending whether you get it first try or second try, the clip spot with the shadow is actually a little bit different what you need to hit. So if you have to retry it, more often than not, you actually have to go a little bit further. I'm very consistent at getting the clip first spot, maybe like 50-50 chance, but any second try or anything I'm not very good at, because I'd usually just reset if it doesn't happen first try. See if we can get this clip. And yeah, you can see the beauty here of mapping home to the L button, because that makes it a lot quicker and easier to do that rather than trying to jankily press home there. Alright, there we go. We're out of bounds with fast fall. So basically, you let the water sweep you through, and then you want to be flying over the top of this water here. So you'll see what I mean when we get on the top of it. So you can see Macbat hitting the water surface there. You move a lot faster out of the water. So what you really want to do is be trying to fly over the water but under this thing here. Once you're up into this thing, hold the A button and fly as fast as you can. Alright, once you've done this level, you'd be holding B to close the book. Swap to A, go over. Strangely familiar jungle. So this is, the forest, not the jungle. So you want to start this level holding A, immediately go upright, get to about the top of this hill and jump into that, so you grab the key. If you grab the key, you should be able to just fall out of there, jump through the chest, jump through there. And I've been two minds about this part. Sometimes I like to go left and weave right, or right and weave left. Macbat does have a bit of a turning circle, like you can't usually just turn around very easily. But I would hit sort of the left edge of this leaf pile and go weave left to get that. Grab the sword, fast fall out, and then go towards this. I think there's something about fast falling and being like ejected out of something that you get a little boost. So I try and hit the edge of those skulls and fast fall down it so that they sort of push me forward and eject me out. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but it seems fast. So then what we want to do is jump up here. I like to jump in between these two teeth here and then fast fall down. Then you're going to get into this. I would usually, when we get into the doorway, stop moving once you see the room transition here and sort of swap to up left, so you hit that. Then you want to go and hit that one, and this one again. And then just run to this door. As soon as you've hit this mirror here for the first time, you actually don't need to be that fast because you're waiting for the door to open for quite a while anyway. Once you get through here, you want to hold sort of right on the joystick and then go here. Now, I'm about to do a clip that's a Switch exclusive clip, so this won't work on the PC version. But basically, go towards this block until you see it moving, and then we're going to fly out of bounds. We're going to fly past these two rooms that are up here, and then we're going to get into that third room. So, wait till it starts moving, jump over, wait till you see Macbat clip out. 1, 3, 4, 5, hold left, and I messed it up. That's pretty bad, actually. Alright, so I can show you the first part of the level again. Alright, so here's what it looks like in full. Hold A when you come in, hit the top of that hill, get into the chest there, get a coin, left edge of the leaf pile, weave through there, middle of those teeth there, fall down, stop moving once you see yourself in the doorway, up left, there, there, there. And we're going to go through here. So pretty much what the clip looks like is you want to, in time with the music, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So in time with the music like that, you want to do 5 flaps while holding up left. And then you want to swap basically to sort of more left than up left after you've done that. Alright, so let's see how this goes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, swap. Fly over that, and then fly through here. Now, with this room here, this wall that I'm flying against is solid from both sides. So if you sort of see Macbat's nose pointing out of this wall, what you want to do is fly back and go through this wall here. This wall right here is not solid from both sides. So you can get through this wall. You can't get up from underneath the floor, so don't try and do that. But you can get down through the roof if you get stuck. And I really like to actually trigger myself seeing this shadow room so that I can see that I'm on the right track as I go through. Hit that, hold the fast fall button, go towards this, aim for the right edge of the sword there. That'll spawn the key, and then you can grab the key like that. As you'll be finishing this level, I would split as well completed disappears, holding the A button, and swapping to the B button. I'll show you this in full. So what are we going to do? We're going to hold A when the level starts, jump into that, go up, go across, there we go. Go through like that. Fast fall through the skulls. Go down, stop, up, left. Now, that's what can happen if you stuff it up. So what I should have done was rotate it that way, that way, that way, and then that way. No rush because the door takes ages to come up. Hit that. Fly over it, fast fall down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, swap to, there we go. There we go. Right edge of the sword. Right edge of the sword and we get the key there. Alright, next up we have Strangely Familiar Jungle. So this level, sort of like DK64, I guess, or something. Basically, the level will start off with this little cutscene, so I like to mash A as soon as I come into this level, and the camera will be facing forward. So I'll fast fly up there. Remember, that's holding the fast fall button while flying. It makes you go quicker. Make sure you're on this branch securely, because you need 9 flaps. Now, pretty much what you're looking for is this seam here. You can get to here in 5 flaps, and you notice I can move just up and down this seam as much as I want without flapping. This bit will gain you a little bit of extra height so that you can actually make the jump up there. So you'll be at the end of your 5th or 6th flap there. 1, 2, 3, and you can get up. I've only used 8, so there is a 9th flap there. And that's all the flaps that I have. The reason that I like to only use 8 if I can is because sometimes if you like fall off this tree like that, you only get 8 flaps, not 9. So if you're playing the PC version, you pretty much lose it if you don't have all 9 flaps. But on the Switch version, you can do it in less. So what I like to do is hold the fast fall button and do about 3 fast falling super height flaps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if you do happen to get stuck, camera, we'll try that level again. If you do happen to get stuck and run out of flaps, there is sort of a little backup thing you can do. I'll show you what that looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's suppose that I only had 2 flaps left. You could go 6, 7 and hook Macbat there. Now if you get hooked here, what you can do is go to the right and Macbat will go up. Now I have 2 flaps left to play with there, but if you did run out of flaps, what you could do is hook yourself there and go up. So technically this skip is possible with 7 flaps. I'll show you what this looks like in full. So you go into here, hold the fast fall button, mash the jump button, try and aim for this branch. 1, 2, 3, fast 4, 5, slow, 6, 7, 8, 9, get the key. Now this level has a cutscene, so hold start here. I would still split when the world completed disappears, like now, and then hold B and A to open the book fast. All right, next level we got. This level is pretty tech heavy. What I did to practice this level is I actually just set myself up splits which had this level 10 times in a row and just kept doing it over and over, and that helped gain consistency quite a bit. This is our Kirby spin-off level. Hold B as soon as the level starts. 2, 3, 4. I like to fast fall down these blocks. I think when they eject you out like that, you do gain a little bit of speed, that's why. So I fast fall down there. I get this apple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now with these springs, you can really notice the effect of this fast falling button or whatever. So you notice with the normal spring there, you can only, like if you look at the bush down here, for example, the bush is still on screen with a normal thing on this. But if you're holding the R button, you can see you do go a lot higher because the bush goes off screen. So what you want to do when you get to this bit is you want to grab the fruit, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal flaps, and that will always make you hit this. And then after you've done your 5 normal flaps, as soon as you hit it, you want to be holding the R button because you'll see that it makes you go a lot higher. And then you want to fly up to that thing. So pretty much what you want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold R, 3, and then you want to hold R when you hit this thing. So I'll show that again. Normal, holding R, holding R. And then here, you should line up pretty perfectly so that you just fall over this bit here. As soon as you see you're going to make it, hold R, hug the left wall. If you hug the left wall, you won't hit any of these. You can actually go through the middle of these things, but I wouldn't really recommend it because it's pretty finicky. You want to grab that apple, and we're going to try and get out here as quickly as possible. So a really fast way to do it is just by the jumping up and double jumping on these. And that's probably the most consistent way that you'll find. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can go right, left, or you can go right, right. But if you let go of the joystick when you feel yourself hitting the first one, it's actually going to be pretty fast. Let Macbat fly over this ledge here. Fast fall, fast fall, fast fall. Again, this is one of those things where I feel like you are getting pushed forward a bit by fast falling down this bit. That's why I do it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So you fast fall down these two. Wait till you get to the end of the bridge, and we're going to do some optimal flying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I usually do. Now this thing here is very frustrating. No matter what way you're facing, it'll push left if you're to the right of center and right if you're to the left of center. So when this falls down, what people would normally do is they just keep holding left and the ball gets pushed to the right like that. So when you see the ball fall, you want to let go and then fall. And once you've started pushing the ball, it goes for quite a while like that. So don't feel like you need to rush like pushing it all the time. So when the ball falls down, you want to just hold the R button and fall down. When you see the ball touch the white thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, fast fall. Like that. Alright, so now we're fast falling. If you fast fall here, you're just going to go straight past that thing. It's not going to work. So what we're going to do here is a little skip. We're going to skip climbing this whole section to get to the blimp. You want to go full about halfway normal and then hold R as soon as you've reached halfway to the white thing like that. So once you've hit the white thing, we're going to hold the fast fall button for ages and go 4 or 5 taps. I'll show you what that looks like. And then the rest of them, we're just going to go normal, non-fast falling taps. So halfway, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you land on the blimp. Then once you've done that, go left. I waited too long, so the blimp's done something really weird there. but you want to go left to get the apple, and then you want to go right to get here. Do not keep holding fast fall, because if you do, you're going to fall through the blimp and like clip through it. Once you get this, keep fast fall held, because the tree trigger is straight under you, and then hold left. The tree spawns a key, and then you get the key. So I'll show you what that looks like in full. Alright, mash to get in, hold the jump button. 1, 2, 3, 4, fast fall 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fast fall. There we go, wait. Hold fast fall, hug the left wall. Double bounce. It doesn't look like a double bounce, but it is. Fast fall, hold it, hold it, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fast fall onto the ball. Wait, go through. Once it hits the white about halfway through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fast fall, half, fast fall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Mess that up. If you mess it up, you just bounce up here and go to the tree. And then you grab the key. Alright, I'll just show you what that successful skip looks like at the end when it does go right. Half. Apple, warp, back. Down. Alright, next up we got Tubular City. Hold the jump button as soon as you come in. You want to go down right, land on this cube, fast fall onto this one, and fly up there. Now this is a thing that I was talking about with fast fall saving time. If you try and jump up here normally, you'll see that it takes ages to fly up there. But if you fly up with fast fall on, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, land 1, 2, 3. How many flights you need? Fast fall down there to try and land on that coin, jump up over here. Now in this area we need to play 2 arcade games. This first one is random. So the plants will come out from various different areas there, and you've got to try and hit whatever way they come out. There's 2 ways that I play this game. The first way is that I sit in the middle and then try and react to whatever's happening. I'll show you what that looks like. There. 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 Now, the reason you'd sit in the middle is because, well, it's only one move to either direction if you do need to go up or down. Whereas if you sit on the top or the bottom, you might have to do 2 moves to get there. The other way that I play this game is to preemptively shoot in the middle. So what you want to do is go into the middle, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it's not in the middle, well, you just do the same strategy as before. But if it is in the middle, then you're going to actually hit it a little bit quicker. Obviously none more in the middle there, but it is what it is. Once you've done this, you want to fly up this staircase. I'm undecided on whether fast fall's good or not here, but if you do use it, just fly up there. And then you sort of want to run up and left there to play this Zelda 2 game. So what you'll do is you'll go in here, and as soon as you get in, hit A. You'll grab that. Now, if the dude hits you like this, you won't be able to actually grab the thing. He like stops you from doing it. So is there any way out of this game? I don't think so. Basically, with picking up this item, if you just go as fast as you can once you hit the tree again, it won't work. You actually have to wait a bit. But get a feel for how long you have to wait. And when you get towards the back end of this game, what you'll need to do is wait till he's just past it to go and get it. Alright, so once you've done that, it drops a battery. Be aware, this battery sometimes you don't grab. So keep an eye on your battery count, make sure it says 2 here. If you don't have 2, then you need to come and grab this battery. Jump onto the counter and go left, and hold fast fall down these stairs. This is a lot faster than if you just fly down the stairs. So once you've done that, fast fall down the stairs. These sliding doors are not solid, so you can just walk straight through them. You don't need to like try and maneuver around them. So just hug the glass like that. Jump, grab the battery, fast fall down here and go here. Now this is the biggest RNG point in the run. This is sort of a game where you gotta like hit the green square. So some patterns are good, some patterns are bad. If I see a diagonal like that, I'll do 1 jump and fast fall down onto it. If I see anything further, 1, 2 jumps, fast fall down onto it like that. If you see it next to you, you walk over. And this bit can save or lose you up to about like 4 seconds, something like that. Once you got the last battery, the card will spawn there. So basically just walk over to that. Now before I get into this little section here, I want to tell you about the D-pad. I don't know what they did with the D-pad, but basically like it just moves Macbat a little bit. The D-pad appears to work for like 1 frame and nothing more after that. So I'm not really sure what the go with the D-pad is, but it does help us do a little setup for this here. This auto-scroller, you have to avoid hitting the barrels, but it's quite easy to cheese this just by sitting in between two barrels. There is a setup for it. What you do is you get into here, and you do 18 taps right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And you'll be in the perfect spot to avoid the barrels there. So apparently 17 taps or 19 taps both work as well. So that's why you'd go for 18, because it's in the middle, and if you've miscounted by 1, it doesn't matter too much. You should be able to kind of see anyway. Once this cutscene ends, we're going to go warp to the future, I suppose. There we go. And once you see level end come up, you want to hold the start button or the L button. And I split once I see this disappear. You'll get a little cutscene that we're skipping with that start button. Once you see that cutscene, B and then A to open the book quickly. Alright, so I'll show you what a tubular city looks like in full now. Fast fall, fast fall, fast fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Just make sure you are resetting your flight counters. It can be pretty scary if you don't have them reset. Go through the non-solid doors there, get that coin, sit in the middle, wait. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. If you just shoot 3 right away, your 4th one will hit it rather than the 3rd one. Fast fly up there, go to the Zelda game, press A immediately. 2, 3, 4. See how I missed the battery there? I got to go back and grab that, go through the non-solid door there. See Chimpy, go to here, play the RNG game. This is a very good pattern here. And if you mess that up, it will reset the RNG game, so just be aware of that. Go past the Terminator there, 1, 2, 3. Fast fall down onto that, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 taps. And that's the level done. This is a big auto scroller here. Next up we have Mac Race, and this is one of the bigger variability levels along with the Tubular City level. So you go into this, hold the L or start button to skip the cutscene. Let go once you see that. I don't think there's a starting boost or anything, so you can just hold the boosty A button. Now you want to cut this oil slick here, so basically just go along with the grass there. Turn earlier than you would think, because you've got to get this box. That was kind of bad what I did there. Hit this box here, and then what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting to turn, basically now. You can probably see there's a couple of different dots in the grass. It'd be hard to do this without a mouse, but you might be able to see a few dark bits, kind of where the octopus's left leg is. You've got the 2 that are closer, and there's one that's a little bit further into the grass. This is where I would like to turn. So basically here is where I start holding left, and that lines me up perfectly to get the left item box. Now you can cut corners on this track, but you don't want to cut corners any tighter than those 2 bushes there, because if you do, you won't hit the flag to keep going. Alright, so basically now I'm going to start turning. And that lines me up pretty well for that item there. And then the little setup that I use for this is the tree. So you probably see the pause menu there, where the A and the U is. There's like a little window thing in that tree. I like to have the top of that octopus. It depends which item box you got, but somewhere along that window. So because I got the closer in item box, I'm going to take a wider loop to the mud puddle, and I'm going to go sort of in between the middle and the left of that window. So kind of like there. And that lines us up pretty well for the mud puddle there. Go through it. If the item box to the left is there, grab it. If not, grab this middle one. Go through. Again, I've turned way too early there. But you can see a close dot, a further dot, and then a close dot. Because I have already used the left item box there, I need to go a little bit further before I turn. So I'm going to wait until the back of the octopus hits that further away dot in the middle. There we go. And actually that good item box has respawned anyway, so that's fine. I'm going to hit sort of the middly lefty bit of that tree there. Line it up with the mud puddle and go through. It's really hard not to get slowed down. Now, I got very lucky that that respawned, even though I actually missed it. This race has sort of gone badly, so I'll redo and do a full one. Yeah, and this Mac race is actually one of the more frustrating levels. I did a lot of practice on this, and still in my PB840 it really messed up still. So you can't be too careful. Just be aware with the bonuses, it's always going to go octopus boost, octopus boost. So if you think you're being like cheeky by skipping those boost item boxes, it's actually not going to work because you will have to get boosts eventually anyway. The octopus is better because you can cut corners. Alright, middle dot, start turning. If you think you're too close, then let go for a little bit and turn again. Line up with the middly lefty bit of that window. Hit the oil slick. Now that was really bad there because I've slowed down quite a bit. The left item box isn't back, so we're going to get the middle one there. If I get the middle item box, sometimes I like to not cut the oil slick. So I'll show you what that looks like. You line up with the right edge of that tree and you just go forward. And then you skip the oil slick like that. I should have come in from a wider angle there actually. So we're going to get the octopus again. Wait till that middle of those 3 dots to turn. There, turn. Now I purposely did my turn a little bit wider halfway through, just because I noticed that only the wider item box was left. And if you're really used to playing this level, you can actually spot that from a distance and know what to do in advance. Now this last bit's a bit different. I would have liked to have had the closer item box, but basically as soon as you turn into the octopus here, you can start turning and you'll cut this bush basically perfectly. And that's the race. Again, I don't have much footage of a very, very good race, but pretty much what it looks like is you're always cutting that oil slick and it always goes perfectly. In my 840, which is the current record, I think I lost like 3 seconds or something because it messed up really badly. Next up we have Moody Maze Mansion. I should have a plus at the start of this level in my splits because it does have a cutscene there. Go through this door. And then you're going to hook right around this and hold sort of the camera button to turn in. Hit Larry the Cucumber and then go through this door. Go here. Fast forward, jump, jump, jump 3. So you hit that. There, there, and there. Hold left-ish. That was a really bad angle that I held there. You want to talk to this dude in the cutscene and jump out and grab that key. Now the weird thing about this level is when I press that first switch, like it had a delay on it. So if I wait here before going on it, just for like ages, it will activate. But if you go to it as fast as possible, it's actually not activated yet. So there's a couple different strategies that I've used in the past. One strategy I have used is run on it and sort of like do loops on it. You will get the switch on the 4th loop onto the switch. But if you do the jump, then you go 1, 2, 3. You get it after 3 jumps. Now, in theory, the optimal way to do this would be to use like a music cue or something to know when to jump onto the switch. But I don't really see any way where that's going to be feasible. I couldn't find good timing for it. But what I know is that if I've gotten here optimally, then 3 jumps is going to be the best option there. I actually don't know when that timer starts for being able to hit the switch, because I've tried doing various delays at the start of the level, and no matter what, I still had to do 4 loops or 3 jumps to hit the switch. So I don't know what the story is with that delay there. It's something to do with entering this room and the switch is not fully loading in yet. I'm not sure why it happens, but basically when you enter the room, hold fast for 1, 2, 3, and you'll hit it. And that's the fastest way that I've managed to find doing that there. And it seems that every time you come out of this room, you're going to have to sort of like redo that switch there. Alright, I'll try and show you the full thing. Hold start until you see the cutscene, let go. Go through the door. Start tilting your camera right when you get around here so that you hit Larry. Go left. Hold your fast fall now. Get onto the switch. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Go across. Go there. Go there. Go there. Lefty downy. There. Grab the key. That was a lot better than the angle I held before. It's a very short level. Alright, next up we have the watery factory level. Hold start when you come in, and then I hold R2 and A and up left, so the camera goes behind Macbat. Basically, if you're holding R2, the camera will come behind you at all times. And normally that button is on L2, but I've remapped it to R2 for this run. So you want to basically hold A, R2 and up left, do a single jump up to this chair here, and then we're going to fly at the wall. There's actually a glitched and a glitchless version of this route through this level, so I will show you the glitchless version as well. But the glitch version involves getting out of bounds here. So hold the fast fall button and go 9 flaps up that wall, then another fast fall fly up there, fast fall down here, Go and get this screw. Now you don't move slower in the water in this level, just be aware of that. So feel free to go into the water if you want to, especially since it resets your flight counter. It's pretty useful to do that actually. The fish will be roughly here when you get here, so a little bit further. So you want to fly to the right side of it and just grab that screw there. Aim for the green seaweed here and walk forward. The star will spawn the screw and you grab the screw. Then we go into this chest, grab that screw, fly back, talk to this dude. Fast fall onto his sub, walk into him. You won't trigger him if you're flying. Hold A out of this cutscene, go left. Put your mashing skills to good use with that button remapping that I did. This is one of the main reasons why I've mapped B to both B and X, so I can mash like that. Just be aware if you're doing that, you do have to let go of B before you hit the other button. But you can get a pretty fast mash just by like alternating that, and that's really good for entering levels as well. Once this cutscene ends, you want to just fly through there and grab the stamp. There will be a cutscene at the end, so hold the L or start button there. Wait for it, and then hold B and A to go through to the book faster. I will show you the glitchless version of Watery Factory as well, just for completeness, but I really wouldn't recommend. So you don't go up to the bolt there, you just fly straight to this one. Fast fall down, you actually have to get this item now. Get the screw on this fish. Fast fall down to the star, grab the screw in a similar way. This is only 1 or 2 seconds slower, so if you're having trouble making the fly up to that bolt, just use this. Fast fall down, go towards the sub, talk to this dude, and it's the same from there pretty much. So you go here. And you only need 3 shots on this thing, so don't feel like you have to keep mashing once you've done it. Go and get the stamp. Alright, I'll show you one proper playthrough of Water Factory using the glitch route. Start. Hold R, A, and up left. Go there. 3, 4, 5. Fun fact, out of bounds in this level, which was where we were when we were on the top of the wall. If you go down, you can actually find like this scary looking monster out of bounds thing. It's like an eel thing or something. Pretty cool Easter egg. Fast fall onto the sub, talk to this dude. Hold A out of the cutscene and hold like downy lefty. Go there, wait. Mash. Don't wear yourself out mashing too early. You can't actually do anything until the shooter comes out. Then hold sort of downy left, gradually tapping A through this bit. There we go, well complete. Hold start to get through this cutscene. Once you see it, swap to holding A, B, and then go on to question mark, question mark, question mark. So this will be the last boss coming up here. So the way we go through the last boss, we actually cheese the fight completely. If you fly far enough away from the boss arena, you will escape the fight. Now, there are a lot of different strategies you can use to do this. You can lure the hands out, you can land on the hands, and you can jump. But the fastest strategy I find is actually the easiest strategy as well. So start this fight, hold the button to skip the cutscene. Gosh darn it. This is what happens if you hold the cutscene button for too long. You go into the pause menu and you accidentally can go back to title, which is really bad if that happens. Alright. Hold the start button. Let go of the start. Kind of like 7-ish quick flaps. Now, it didn't look like much happened there, but the hand actually reset the flight timer. Now, this whole hand strat is actually kind of confusing the way that it works, but if you can get sort of above the hand as it's coming up, you'll actually see Macbat's shadow on the hand, and if you've done that, you'll know that it's reset the flight timer. Alright, again, we'll go into this, we'll hold the start button. A few medium to quick flaps so that you see the shadow on the hand, and then like sort of 8-ish slow flaps to get towards the edge of the map there. Once you see the green stamp, then you've done the game. You can split to end your run there. Alright, so that's going to be it for this tutorial. I really hope that you found this useful, and I'd highly encourage you to check out the other tutorial on speedrun.com as well, which I'll pop in the description, because having more perspectives on something is always better. Thanks so much for watching.